This is Samson. So Robert, introduce me to this group here. Who am I? What do I do here?
This is Samson. He's the lead designer on this bridge replacement project. He's one of the most accomplished engineers in the entire office. So when there is a project that has a level of complexity, guess who they come to? Mr. To, the voice of Port Town. So put some respect to his name. He knows what he's doing.
Thank you. Okay, as you can see here, I'm a beginner impacting. Not just make big mark. See how it's working like this here, and that's small work. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. I'm a beginner, senior beginner. Okay? Again, the sweat is the body. It's my country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do to help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of beginner. And they put in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you. They put in the sidewalk. And I'm going to be the one to be the sidewalk. If I also want to. So, thank you. Okay, as you can see here, I'm a beginner impacting. Not just make big mark. See how it's working like this here, and that's small work. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. I'm a beginner, senior beginner. Okay? Again, the sweat is the body. It's my country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do to help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of beginner, and they put in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you that. They put in the sidewalk, and I'm going to be the one to put the sidewalk if I also want to. So, thank you.
Ẹsẹ̀ wẹ̀ bí wa, lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀jú wa ó. Yàmà tó bí mú ní abẹ́ ìjọba ìwé ìgbà. Wà á nà kó o bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ìwé àgbọ̀. Ìwé mú torí ẹ̀ ní ìjọba ìdè ìwé mọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ìgbà. Tòrò tó tó, tòrò tó. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa mú ẹ̀ bá ń lu wa, ìjọba ìfà wẹ̀wẹ̀ o. Káàlù ju ọmọ ló lọ yàn wẹ́ yà o wa. Dèmi ọba wọn kó àrùn àkàwẹ̀ o. Náìjí wẹ̀ o wa, débà òun ti wẹ̀ o wa. Tòrò lé o. Títí wẹ́. Bàbá di mi wé yá máa kó la máa lu wa jíjọ wọn wo tolo yàmá àbí mo máa rẹ̀ lú ẹ̀ wá àti ìbáwá wé ń kó wa bá a bọ̀ wé náà àmà jì. Torí ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀mú ní ìgbé yan wa àmọ́ wé ìgbé ní ẹ̀mú lọ yan wé ìgbé wa ẹ̀mú lọ dé wa wá ìgbé ọ̀ ìjọba ọ̀nù wa yan wá ìkọ̀kọ̀ bí oyè lọ yan ẹ̀ máa lọ ká o ní àmì ìjọba ìwé mo bọ́ yóò wé yan wé ní ẹ̀ ṣe mẹ́wàá fún ẹ̀kọ́ ọdún wa àná àjẹwẹ̀ o ìsìn àwọ̀ wa tó ní o tótótótó yàmá wo bọ́ súnmọ́ lọ sí náà wọ́n á wà ilé ìwé yó wọ́n jẹ́ bá ọ̀jẹ̀ bọ́ ìṣòro ká ìwé náà sọ ọ́ dé ìjọba ìfáwọ̀ náà ń jíwẹ̀ o àwọn ìfáwọ̀ tóró lé o tóró wà.
Good evening, folks. Samson told I brought Public Radio. I want to thank all of you that are watching tonight. Welcome, Samson told I brought Public Radio. I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. Soul, who was on a cover investigating some serious breaches of whatever it is, doing his journalistic work again tonight. I want to thank all of you. Mr. Soul will be back here on Sunday, but I'm sitting in for him tonight. So, however, the rules are my rules. There's no other rule on here. I'm sitting in for Mr. Soul, but I make the rules. Welcome, Samson to Labrador. Thank you very much for joining us again tonight. We got lots and lots of subject matter to discuss tonight. There's some development story that going on. We need to know, but there's some serious stuff. I listened to FM this morning, and what I heard from that young man, we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it. Welcome, Samson to Labrador. Thank you very much. Safety, Lord Jesus. We want to thank you again for this wonderful day. We want to thank you for making us to be here. We want to thank you for bringing us here. You agree. That's why we're here, and we want to thank you, my Lord. We ask that you continue to extend our lives. We ask that you continue to bless us. We ask that you continue to provide a blanket of forgiveness. We ask that you continue to provide a blanket of opportunities. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you. Thank you for everything. We know things are yet to come, but we believe good things are in store for us, and we want to thank you for those good things. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you. Thank you for everything. We ask, my Lord, as we come before you again tonight, that the Republic of Liberia and its people, the people of the Republic of Liberia, be blessed. That the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Baka, be blessed. Whatever he touches, bless his hand. Whichever door he knocks, open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. We ask that you extend the life of President Baka. You brought President Baka to us. Stay with him. Guide him. Give him wisdom to do what is good for our people, my Lord. We want to ask, my Lord, that you continue to bless the host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Welcome, 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 panelists. Tonight is all our time. You want to join me now, so do so, and we will go on. But let me just say this here. Let me just say this very quickly. Prophet Key is out, and we want to thank God for that because nobody deserves to be in a jail. He was thrown in jail 6 months ago. He spent 6 months in there, and we're waiting to see what are some of the things that the new changes that he planned to do, whatever it is, we'll watch and see. But we want to say thanks to the Liberian people that Prophet Key is out, and that let's see how far we're going to go with that. The Election Commission of the Republic of Liberia has proposed huge changes in terms of how the elections are to be run. Who's supposed to register in terms of financing, how much you have to pay. I take exception to that, in that we are the foot soldier of the one man, one vote. What they're doing here, the one man, one vote is to make the election as popular as possible, so that everyone in the villages, those that don't have money, if they want to participate, somebody from Toll Town, he wants to be president, the opportunity must be given. And for them to come back and want to throw us back to the day of two-way party, it's ridiculous. I will ask all of those who are supposed to vote on this thing, they should reject it. It is not good for our democracy. What did they say here? President that used to be 2,500 now is $10,000 they want. Vice president used to be 1,500 now is 7,000 they want. Senator used to be 750 now is 5,000 they want. Representative that used to be 500 now they want 3,000. And if I spend that kind of money and when we enter the position, I will reap my money back first from the Liberian people. We're trying to minimize corruption. These people are opening way for corruption to happen. Ridiculous. 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 We should be able to understand that the Republic of Liberia electoral process not meant to be sold. You can't do this to us. People die for one man, one vote. And you're bringing us back here again to do what? To start everything all over? To go back to two-way party? So I come from Total. I will not run. I will not seek electoral position until I get this kind of money. Where I getting it from? From Total. I got better idea than those who have the money. But you make it like this. How am I going to get in it? I'm from Total. I don't got money. You people all over the world trying to take money out of politics, but Liberia and this new guy here, they're bringing money into politics. Sooner or later, those who have money will be running the country. Because if somebody have that kind of money, they give you money, $10,000 to register. And when you win, you owe those people. Where do you people coming from? Again, folks, welcome. I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. Soul, who is going undercover to do some investigative journalist work. But let's go on. So you come here and telling people, Liberian people, this is the new thing you're proposing for the people to pass it as law, electoral law. I will campaign against this one here. You just coming in, the first thing you do is to raise the money. We got to keep our eyes on you. You're able to sell the election to whom? I don't know yet. You're able. I don't say you're doing it. I say you're able. What kind of business is this? One man, one vote, and you're here telling me that so say one, so say all. So why is 11 people able to put money together? The 10,000 they come together. The 15 for 1,500 they come together. 7,000 they 5,000 they able to put it. They can pick who they want to run your country. Because you got 10,000 you can run. I need the 2,500. I can sell power one for 2 years and be able to register to want to be president. But you coming up with $10,000. Who able to get that kind of 10,000 in total? 10,000 setting aside for election to go register to run a political party. You are selling the electoral process from my perspective. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Again, folks, I'm setting in for Mr. Soul tonight. So all the Tabata I'm talking there on behalf of Mr. Soul. Why can I say that? Oh, Nyama will be talking on behalf of Mr. Soul. He's a CEO, and I'm on here running my mouth on behalf of Mr. Soul. So if I say something you don't like, don't blame me. Blame Mr. Soul because I'm sitting for him. The spirit is running through me to make all the kind of conservative remarks. Yeah, I'm sitting for Mr. Soul. Welcome, folks. Welcome. No, on a very serious note, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, and I hope that the Senate, whoever is going to be passing it, they should reject this. The intent is to build institutions, not tear it down, not to inject money into politics. When many Liberians are still struggling to even maintain their own standard of living, many Liberians still they're struggling to pay their children's school fee. So you give us this kind of stuff. There's certain group that will only dominate those who have the money. What happened to the poor people that don't have the money? Why our people not thinking when it comes to these kinds of stuff? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. They represents increases ranging from 300% to more than 560%. And not even 100%. 300, three times. 560, 5.6 times. That would be the opening tonight. Rescue 2, you need to join. Whoever that I send a link to, you need to join because if I don't see you within the next 15 minutes, I'm closing 18. Yeah, well, I'm not playing around the town. No, but anyway, we're here. We're going to be here throughout. If the people show up now, we're going to be here throughout. Let me talk about another issue here that I have in mind. Okay. So I told you already, Prophet Key is out. And but Prophet Key being out, I suspect Prophet Key will be running for office. And most likely he might win. And if he go for representative position, he might win. And then the representative over there, they're in trouble. Yaga Koloba coming back. But I'll talk about what we heard from the Ambassador Koyate this morning from OKF. Ambassador Yaka Koloba, you see, when the liberal open his mouth, I'm a political guru. When I told you long when I tell you something, you better believe it. I told you a long time ago that if they remove Yaka Koloba, it will be temporary. Yaka Koloba will just sit down for 4, 5, 6, 7 months without working. He will get a back pay and get a position restored. I told you that long time ago. Y'all go view the tape. Long time ago. And here we are. Yaka Koloba will come back. He will get back pay because you will sue now. He's in court, by the way. And some of the things Ambassador Koyeta is saying, it will be used as evidence on behalf of Yaka Korba. Who going to look at that kind of stuff? And the man name. He named him, but we'll come back to that. So Prophet Key is out. He's not going to cuss again because he want higher position now. So he has already been recognized in Liberia. He got name recognition now in Liberia. You don't have to cuss again. And Prophet Key is very smart. He doesn't have to cuss. He came in through the dirty way, but he's in. And his name is recognized, fully recognized. You don't have to cuss again. Prophet Key is in demand right now to talk. Whenever Prophet Key go anywhere, people recognize who he is. You don't have to cuss again for him to be recognized. He knows that. And he's not going to cuss again. You don't even have to, he's still going to advocate on behalf of the people that he talk about, but he's not going to cuss for a verse to be heard, for a verse to go through. You don't have to cuss again. He's not going to cuss again. They just be very truthful with the way he been doing it. Remind us minor insult. So that's that, and he's gonna seek for one of the offices to be represented. And he's not gonna stop there. He's young, very young. So you put him in jail, you'll get him platform. You know, one thing I like about Liberia and the Liberian government, most of the people they throw in jail they're not old people. When you are old politician running your mouth, they don't throw you in jail. But when you're young, young running your mouth, they throw you in jail. Then when you come from there, you stay on that platform and you become recognized in Liberian society with respect to politics. So that's that way with President Baka. I mean, Prophet Kia already. I start calling him president already. So that's it, Prophet Key. Welcome back. I'm glad everything is okay with you. We pray and that you will see the light and let God guide you, whatever position you want to find yourself in the republic. Prophet Key had been on LPR before. Mr. So interviewed him one time, and all that time during the interview, never insulted. He told Mr. So, "This is not my platform. So I'm not going to bring what I do on my platform to bring it on your platform. Your rules govern." You said no cussing. I'm not going to cuss. I'll have a conversation with you, normal conversation. And he stayed on Mr. Social for almost 2 hours. You know. So Prophet Key, welcome. Welcome. I want to thank you. But let me go on to the next subject matter. Okay. The next subject matter. Okay. From Front Page Africa now. President Baka signs put decentralization bill in middle of bigger drug crisis. Sometimes, as a supporter of President Baka, the father of the nation, I sometimes feel like people who's supposed to be an advisor, they don't look at things from a critical perspective. Okay. At this time, when people are accusing Liberia of different drug issue, drug importation, most likely coming from overseas, and you're gonna put open up for as many crooks as possible. What sense does it make, my people? You don't put it on one person, and then if something happens, perhaps you might be able to control the situation. So, say for example, what happened in Buchanan Port? What is happening in Monroe right now? What happened if it happened in Buchanan Port, happened in Monroe, and happened in Greenville? You got 3 times problem. You don't have the money to put out an investigators that will do thorough job. I don't mind. In fact, I'm one of those who like the decentralization business because it take power away from a central government. But this one, It's just not the right time. The timing, from my perspective, the timing was wrong. The timing was not good. You see what Mr. told? This will create jobs because these port will be managed by group separate from that of the central government management port management process. Fine, good point. But I'm talking about the crisis that we have right now. Can we manage the port without getting into trouble? It's rescue two, rescue two. It's Friday. I need to see you. Rescue two is Friday. Join me here quickly. Let's hear from you. But the issue is just that. Okay. So the port management itself. Okay. So we got Monrovia, Buchanan, Greenville, and Harper. Okay. From Monrovia to Buchanan is about what? Maybe 3 hours, 4 hours the most. Who Buchanan gonna be serving in that port there? They don't have good road on Nassau. The roads, I believe, they're not quite connected yet. So people from between Sino and Grand Baza, you got, I believe, you have River Sets and all that. The interior part of Grand Jide and Nima will not be served by this port, Buchanan Port. What is the rush? You don't have road connectivity all over the country that will allow people to go to the closer port to get their goods out. What are we rushing here for? What is rationale? What is the rationale? What exactly? Rescue three, you need to call you. I will open it and you educate me because you're very good at that. Rescue three, I will open a line so you can educate me. What is the rationale? Sino County going to be serving part of Grand Jide and River G. Maryland County going to be serving part of Grand Jide and River G. So because those are the counties that are closer to these counties that have seaport. Fair point, fair point. But look at the role. You able to take container from Sano County and bring it to Grand Jide County in the rainy season? Can you do that? Can you take container from Sino and go to River G in this rainy season? So why are we rushing this? Unless individual, high power individual want those things to be a check mark on their list, things done. But in Liberia, when we say high power checklist, it's not for nothing. It's not because of the one political capital, financial capital. Most of the time, finan- okay. So let me call me rescue three and educate me on this here, please. Educate. Let's have a conversation on the rescue three, and let me put a number up soon tonight. Let me put a number. Those who want to call will call. Those who, because I really like to be educated on it. And rescue three is very knowledgeable in these kinds of things. You know, rescue three is very knowledgeable. Rescue three, give me a call, folks. Anybody you care to give me a call, do so. Give us a call here tonight. Give us a call. Rescue three, give me a call and let me know why you think this is necessary. Administrator, he said, it's Buchanan Port. Both mining company in Liberia and Guinea are using it. Okay, so Okay. Rescue 3, thank you for joining me. Can you educate me on this thing yet? Let's hear from you.
Hey, what's your, how you doing?
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, the under 2 or 3 topics that you're introducing tonight, they are all important. But particularly about the decentralization of the post, to me, is very important for the other countries. I lived in Basel, I lived in Ghana from 1994 up to 2015. And the reason of most of the people being independent is most of the money makers still pay tax to they pay their tax to the port of Ghana. But when the money are collected, the money are only controlled by one person who is the poor manager that resides in Monrovia. And all the poor that their logic company and team get they exporting their law, exporting the iron ore and team. These countries are not benefiting, Mr. Todd. Don't be fine to say it. And the law, we had a drug crisis in the country, we know. But if my country is using the port of Ghana or using the port of Sano, using the port of Maryland, and the resources that are coming from these countries are not benefiting from the resources. But then what's the rationale of having the port to the place? So if Mexico become the port of Ghana, the Guinea company, the money company that in Guinea, they will be using the port of Ghana, they will be paying their tax to the port. Mexico will be exporting their iron ore also in Ghana, they will be paying tax to Ghana. And their money, the taxes that they will pay, there are certain percentage that will come to the government, and there are certain percentage will stay in the country for the country development to go on. But if we collect the money from the country and we see everything in Monrovia and everything only be about Monrovia, I don't think we are being fair to the country that are having the poor.
So let me hold you. Let me hold you there. We're gonna have a conversation on this here. Let me hold you right now. So, point quite correct. I take that. The counties that have the ports must benefit for the utilization of the port in their county. Fair, but those ports are Liberian's port now. With the money that's going to be collected from these ports that's supposed to go to each of the county, whatever it is, how do the other county benefit from that?
Okay, Mr. To, for example, I can remember when we were discussing about the mining company in Grand Gita, between Grand Gita, Sano, and River G. Because from the concession agreement, there are certain percentage that will come to the 3 counties. Okay. If that money company that in Grand Gita president start operating, you don't think that the port of Sano will also be able to generate a lot of money too? The other country because don't be fair to the discussion that the development fund that Mexico is given to Nima, Bon, and Grand Bassa. Other countries that don't have any concession, are they benefiting from it, Mr. To? The funding that Mexico is given to Grand Bassa, Nima, and Bon County, are they sending some of the funding to Grand Gita and Sano? So to me, it 3 countries can only benefit from Mexico. What's for the other country too? Now we are talking about the users of the port. Look at the ATM. Look at the port of Monrovia. Look at the charges at the port of Monrovia. So if you had a port of Bijana or the APN terminal doing like that, you can ship your goods to Bijana. You can ship your thing. You can ship your thing through Maryland Port. You can ship your thing through Sano Port. It depends the company that will be down there. Depends the concession agreement that will be down there. If the port is managed properly, to me the tax in other port will be much cheaper than the tax in Monrovia. These are the things that make it more diaspora Liberia sending their goods to Guinea, sending their goods to Sierra Leone from here. Because the port of Monrovia overcharge people, Mr. To. So the essence of the decentralizing the port, it will cut down the breading in Monrovia. It will cut down the breading in the store. Because if we continue to be within one mindset that all that time is not the right time, Mr. To, we'll be delaying. Other countries going ahead will be thinking that, since the drug got independent, We always had a port of Monrovia.
But let me hold you there. I say another question. These port
Uh-huh.
these port right now, if they are decentralized as they're going to be,
Uh-huh.
they will be independent.
Yeah.
Now, do we have the government of the Republic of Liberia, do we have the capacity to dredge these pools to make it much deeper? Because what you're suggesting is quite correct. Hopefully, Grand Bassa will find Liberian company that will set up the port management system to be able to load and offload equipment and what have you on ship in Grand Bassa County. But in order to have ship that will bring container and things like that, they have to that port have to be dredged out for deeper bottom. Do we have that kinds of equipment as a country, or
Yeah, get
how
it.
you think those things gonna be played out?
Let's talk for common example. Why you think that the Guinea coming to use the port of Bijana? If we don't have the capacity, why you think Guinea will be using the port of Bijana? Why you think mentorship exporting the iron ore from the port of Bijana?
Okay, what's going on with Sino, Maryland?
Okay, Sano. Okay, look at the infrastructure in Sano present is seeing the wall. Sano port have been that you had a palm company in Sano that exporting your oil. You have a lodging company that in Sano that's exporting their law. But see the condition of the port of Sano. Company, if they put a decentralized together, President Sane, Mr. To, this country will benefit because we should not only look at this. Company will come in, maybe look at the concession agreement with the APA and 25 years. So when the 25 years be expired, for another company will come in to take over that place. But the other three posts, other companies can come in like they for their own company.
So this APN terminal is only in Liberia. I thought it was also in all three other ports.
No, it's only in Monrovia. It's only in Monrovia. They are not in Bijana, they are not in Sano, they are not in Maryland. These are the complete barrier because of the APN terminal. It's a complete barrier because if we can decentralize it from Mr. You would have said that you get your left paper tomorrow, you can send it in Maryland where if there's a mean for you to send it, you can send your container on outside. But they're bottleneck for the port of Monrovia. Look at what happened doing. I'm not putting politics in there 1 year. The young men who are managing the port of Bijana. See what happened when they went there and collected the money. What the young men, they ate 200,000 and ran away. Because the money the country was not benefiting from the funding from the company. All the money when they collected and sent it in Monrovia. PA or PP people sit down there and decide how to use the money. But when the country collect its own money and decide getting a certain percentage go to the government percentage come from there. See the present concession agreement between the three countries. See what is happening in Nima. Why you think that the money Nima State gave me? Why you think the superintendent developing Nima? You saw Basa the few times when the president went there. The building thing that the building down there, had a building because of what the country development for. So if they put begin to generate their own money, they will be able. The leadership of that country, these are some of the things that keeping other countries that don't have resources, that keeping them down. But when you put out, even if America can get $2 million and get 500,000 like central government, $1.5 million lead in that country, the superintendent, the leadership of that country, will be able to do some development over there.
Okay.
But when we say okay, everything comes to Monrovia, then the Monrovia decide for the other country, I don't think would be fair to the other country, Mr. To.
Thank you for that education.
In my last point, Mr. To, had to do with the statement from the NEC chair. To me, Mr. To, we have a lot of mushroom party in our country. These are areas that some of these things are suppressing government, getting government cannot get. Because when these things are so cheap, before 2029 election, you might will have a 50 assisted political party. But when they bring these things up, many of the mushroom parties that are coming up, they will not be able to say, oh, we are going to support just because of provision. To me, the guy is intentional.
But let me ask you now. So what happened? A bunch of Lebanese people put together and be able to come up with that kind of money and pay on behalf, pay somebody Liberian to run the country for on their behalf. What will you do then?
Mr. Todd, that now these people they will put the money there, but they are not the one that will vote for the country.
I understand that, but they will be able to pay the money for a candidate that perhaps might not have the fortitude or might not have the leadership ability, but because he can afford the $10,000, his name will be on the ballot and he might win. Whereas if you make it as popular as possible, all Liberians, poor or rich, can participate. That's my argument.
No, Mr. To, if money can win election, then we should be talking about that. The Senate candidate. Then we should be talking about Lil June then. These are people we should be talking about. We should be talking about Valley Shaban that would spend cash in election. Even all the Levadian and the Indian people that in Liberia can put their money together, support somebody. They can get up. The Liberian people decide who they want. CDC never had money, but CDC had a popularity. The CDC won in 14 countries. Second vice president, we can CDC won them for in power 2017. CDC now have money. The United was sending out over all the country resources. But CDC keep for behind 114 countries. And we think that foreign national will put money behind somebody and say go wrong. Like three people they want to decide who they want.
Thank you.
They make it better, they can get all the money generated in the country and give it to somebody. At the end of the day, people will eat their money and vote for who they want. Thank you for the show, Mr. Joe.
Thank you. Stand by. Will be you will ask you for your closing. Terry, thank you. Rescue 2, thank you for joining tonight. We appreciate it. Let me take the number down. I just wanted some clarity and some education from Rescue 2, who's very good at doing such thing. So, Terry, my point here is first, good evening. Thank you for joining us. My point here has been, and then you can talk about it or talk about what it is that you want to talk about. The first one was the issue of how do you call it? The issue of the what Rescue 3 just talked about having the decentralization. Okay, number one, and then the first one that I talk about is about the election commissioners are proposing this huge increase. Let's hear from you. Do you have any statement on that or any thought on it at all? My argument,
Well,
my argument is, if we do that, the poor people will be barred pretty much because who's gonna what do we get $10,000 in graduate account in how do you call it in total for somebody from total want to be president, you can't afford $10,000. So my other argument, why foreigners decide, okay, we'll get you the 10,000 and the person win. Is he not going to be controlled by the foreigners? So let's hear from you on this. Maybe I'm talking too much tabata because I'm sitting in for Mr. So tonight, and I've already warned the audience. Whatever tabata I talk here, I'm saying the tabata on behalf of Mr. So. Let's hear from you.
so are you planning to continue the Tabata for Mr. So or to reconstruct the crime scene?
Why you want to put me in trouble now?
How you doing, sir?
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, and to all the audience out there. Liberal, I have a different view on the autonomous, the port being an autonomous agency.
Okay.
No rescue mission is the Hallelujah Amen chorus team of the rescue. So they just agree to everything and yes sir, yes ma'am, yes and all that. But
Including Rescue 3?
well, because rescue
Bamuka
team
with
hardly
Bacola. Bamuka with
disagree
Bacola.
on issues. He hardly disagree on issues that this rescue government does. That even though may seem detrimental.
I will stop questioning
See,
you
so
in the last 1 week now. You
no, I never
wait,
partook. The goat you partook of the CDC goat, I did not eat some. So,
okay.
so you cannot implicate.
No, I told that woman I cooked that soup. I said, don't give me CDC go soup again. I want to eat it again.
Yeah, because where we were looking for you, we couldn't find you. But
ahead,
yeah,
Eric.
here is the thing, and we have to help the government. We have to. If we don't help our government, tomorrow will be held responsible for the mistakes. We will be held responsible because it was there. We the one brought the government. Now the same thing when what he name Daniel Sando, Drake, or what he name Amara Kone, people, our rescue people supported that. But yesterday we said Fagon was bad. The approach of Fagon at the information ministry as a deputy minister was bad to an extent. The American embassy had to tell President we had to suspend him. Are we waiting for that to happen first before we agree that this is not a good approach? You know? So in this thing, we have to speak so that tomorrow we can be on record. So somebody that my man Bopla then when I can say, oh yeah, Terry, you know Bopla, oh well, you the first person that can call me to he said you are praising Satan, you are praying for him. So I'm saying that, taking my position. So tomorrow you will not kind of say, oh, you said it. But here is the thing: it's good and it's also bad. We also have to look at the pros and the cons. Autonomous agency is going to dismantle the NPA. Rescue 3 is going to dismantle the NPA. What does that mean?
They put NPA?
National Port Authority. Okay. That regulate the full ports.
Okay.
But they regulate the full port from the central office, which is the free port of Monrovia.
Okay.
So when you dismantle the NPA, that means there are certain employees that will be laid off. There will be new employment and there will be people laid off because of the proximity and their location.
But here's a good thing about that, though. Those people that have the experience, if they open the Buchanan, the Sino, and the Maryland port employment, if they open the employment policy to say apply, then those who have experience in Monrovia that want to relocate will apply. So
granted,
most likely they might not be losing a lot of jobs. Only those who don't want to move.
That is not how it looks. Because when the port become a Buchanan port, the Buchanan port decides. The people of Buchanan County, I'm not Buchanan, but Grand Bassa County, decides how the port is ran. Therefore, they decide the employees as well.
To the detriment of having an experienced employee, is that what you're suggesting?
But Mr. Labor, how you acting like you don't know that, bro?
Okay, I give up.
Who know you think will kick in? More to that, those senators then that are pushing the deal, and that is why I believe this is a political deal. There's a political stuff. You see? Because apparently they want the president to fuel the political agenda so that they can also fuel the president's political agenda. This is a give and take stuff. This is all based on politics, which may not end up benefiting the Liberian people. Because I do not 100% trust the legislature. They have never been forthcoming in signing any substantive or deals that benefit the Liberian people. And that is what I believe the president upheld to signing. So these are some of the reasons why. One of them have to be the NPA being dissolved, which means the port now will be controlled, be decentralized. That means each county will determine the regulation of the port, which also means that the monies will be, the money collected from these ports will mostly be decided by that particular county. So how central government is going to control that money? It also exposes our seaports to drug trafficking as well. Who determine what comes in and what goes out of those ports if it's not regulated by the NPA from the central office
and all of that.
But let me hold you right there. Let me hold you right there. I think though it's going to be decentralized, I could be wrong, but I believe the security aspect of it is still going to be centralized. Those who are going to be running the security part of the Buchanan port most likely will be assigned from Monrovia. Don't you agree with me?
I agree,
And
but
so,
but
when it comes to the management aspect of it, yes, but when it comes to security, I think the security part of it, this thing this thing is becoming more like a federal system,
right.
and if we don't do it well,
That's my point.
it's going to derail any other decentralization process that we might have in mind.
That's my point.
And I think we have to be very careful how this thing
That's my point. I'm not saying the D is bad. I'm saying, are we ready do we have the reform mechanism
all right,
in
let me put
place?
Rescue 3. I'm going to call you and see if you want to respond to Rescue 2 here tonight. We're gonna go ahead.
Do
Go
we
ahead.
have the the reform mechanism, right, to be able to put in place that will help the autonomous
Yeah, I
put?
want Terry. Terry, go ahead. I mean, Terry, go ahead. Hold on, Terry, please. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So do we have that? I doubt that we do. That's my thing. That's my own thing. I doubt that we have, the reform mechanism, because before you indulge into autonomous agency, it has to be steady. Liberia have never done that before. This is your first time. So anything you're doing new, it sound good. In Liberia, things can sound good. But in the end of the agreement, when it start going sideways, then the people cannot benefit from the agreement. We end up complaining again. That is how those legislatures sound. 66 agreement that today Liberian term to be bogus. At first, we thought that it was good. Today, we see it to be bogus. So, do we have the reform mechanism well laid out, whether if there was a feasibility study done over the years to determine, to come up with data to inform us to be able to
Yeah,
initiate?
you're on, but just hold on. But you gotta mute yourself for now because I'm getting echo. Okay, go ahead, Terry. When you're done, then we'll bring Rescue 3
To
on.
be able to initiate this autonomous port operation effectively, especially given the concern that how Liberia's structure, the governing structure, the political structure, and all the stuff is corrupt. Do we have the reform mechanism put into place, put into perspective, to be able to address all the loopholes that will be created within the autonomous port operation? Do
All
we
right.
have that?
Hold your thought. Let me bring in Rescue 3. Rescue 3, Terry's concern is though it's a good idea, but there are some from his perspective, there are some pitfall, some rabbit holes that might be developing, and he's concerned that maybe those rabbit hole might be a little bit deeper for us as present. For example, he's saying that the idea of having this uh, 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 decentralization process, first he's saying that it will break down the NPA, the National Port Authority, and second, he's saying that when that happened, what happened to those jobs that might not be there for them anymore? What happened to those Liberians' job? So let's do one at a time. Let's hear from you on this.
Mr. Tony, if Terry made a statement to me, he will not be. He is not being fair to the other people, other Liberians that live in the counties.
Okay.
So only Liberians that live in Monrovia, the only people that can work. Once somebody Liberian in a very country, even his own country, Maryland. So you want them that see the port of Maryland or Harbor were established? They don't have 3 people from that country that can also work in that area. So then I've been working as a volunteer. And breaking down the NPA, Mr. Two, for number day. From the time, don't get said for 12 time up to this 20 person. What has NPA done exactly to improve the other 3 posts? The NPA use the other post, collect the money, and bring it and get it and decide for what to get to the country. They get them peanut. But if the country start collecting their own money because they are not giving the country are not taking their money for the government has the central government has certain percentage from the funding that will be generated from the very country. But if we had a mentality that people will lose jobs, but then what's the other people that live in our country? These are the mentality that will continue to preach. When they ready to talk, but like people talk, but when they're Moroccan, what's the people that in the other countries?
Okay.
Are they not like this?
Okay, he's also talked about the drug issue presently. How will you address that?
Mr. Tor, that drug issue here, we had the NSA, we had the police, we had the immigration, we had the DEA. So the security system is in play, and the cartel mandate to come through. So you want to tell me that these drugs are coming presently now, they're coming through the port of Monrovia, they're coming through the port of Bizarre, coming through the port of Maryland. Once the government have found a getting the gap in the area that people are bringing in drugs illegally, there will be mechanism that they will put in play too. Listen, if we continue to look at we do it this way, the country will not go this way. The other side, when the situation do come, there will always be the solution to it. These are the key things we should be looking at it. If we look at it, they government fighting it. They never just come in the country today. These people, the building that they arrested the $317 million drug, these people rented the building since 2020.
Okay.
So if we think about all the political issues, to me, the government has seen the gap. What they are using to come in, their means are coming in. They will also create a space and get in that they will be able to put their security in place. But the fact that they matter, Mr. Cho, look at their passport area that they are opening in Zurich. The passport office they're trying to open in Zurich, one in Bon County. So you want to tell me that in the past you want to get passport, you got to pay your way. If you had tried to go Ghana, you left in Maryland, you got to pay your way from Maryland to come Monrovia. What kind of ancient idea will continue to use and we live in the civilized world?
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Let me hold you. Let me hold you there.
Hold on, Mr. Tor. There's something that everything can be difficult. But as you people go forward, you will always find a solution to it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. If anything, if you need to respond, give us a call. If you want us to call you back when I see something and I need for your clarification, I'll give you a call. So stand by for the night. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, Terry. We're not going to be here long tonight. We got about 30 more minutes, and I'll be out of here. I'm sitting in for Mr. So tonight. So all my Tabata, Rescue 3 is on. So this is my Esther. Good evening. Thank you for joining us, Magay. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate all of you. But this is the rescue program tonight. You got Rescue 1, Rescue 2, and Rescue 3 taking full control of the show tonight. I'm sitting in for Mr. So. So whatever Tabata that I talk here tonight, don't blame me. I'm speaking on behalf of Mr. So. Terry, on a serious note, you heard Rescue 3. Let's hear from you. They say he seemed to be saying that your concerns are legitimate, but that when do we get out of this so-called fear mentality? New thing to start, new thing he's arguing is difficult, but we have to have confidence in ourselves, and let's try it. What do you say about that, Terry?
That's the thing. Let's try error method does not suffice in a sophisticated governmental structure.
But you're not sophisticated. Just like I sophisticated.
but
people thinking that people going drugs up and down. He says sophisticated.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't try an error method. That one we have the 300 million drug we're fighting, we're running all over the place because we're doing try error method. If you want a government to succeed, you don't use try error method to say, oh, let's try it. No. My thing is, do you have the have you prospected whether this thing is workable, whether it can happen in our society before you initiate it?
But wait
Or
a
you
minute.
just
Wait
went
a
to
minute. Let
bed
me
one
hold
day and
you. Let me
slept?
hold you. Let me hold you, Maryland man. I want to call your other name, Skippy. Let me hold you
Yeah.
right there, Skippy. But let me hold you. Let me hold you, Terry. On a serious note. Now, if you want us to set up a fly by night decentralization process, what we're going to try, and if it don't work, then we'll need a B1. Is that what you're suggesting? When
No.
does this thing come to play?
What I'm suggesting is, if you want to do this, do sufficient investigation and do it properly. Then the reform, you must have all the reform laid out. It almost like to say the way you go buy yellow machine, you don't get horse for it. You bring it now before you start deciding where to put it.
You
That's what we're
sure
talking about.
you easy go? They're talking now. You going too deep. Oh.
But you see that you don't want making me to go deep because I
Oh,
wanted to leave it
I
on
ask
the
you
surface.
question. If I ask you
But
question, if you think say required, then you go somewhere else. But why you coming? Why you coming for our secret? What kind of message here, folks?
I don't want to put all those
This
secrets in
is
us.
Santo Labraporito.
The show I come to an end.
Yeah. This show, we cannot continue on this show tonight. We're gonna yeah,
Okay, let me leave that part.
Mr. So gonna clip this thing and start playing there.
No,
Yeah,
you're not playing.
no, but that's okay. Let me let you go. But let me say this, Terry, on a very serious note. Okay, so I understand your point though, but rescue through other arguments being the Port of Monrovia do not usually use money that they collect from these other port to develop the county. He's saying that these port, whatever money, little money they're gonna get, will help with their own developmental agenda. These port will also help for the employment because now they are in control in the management process, and most likely most of the people that are going to be working there will be people who live in Buchanan, will be people who live in Grand Bassa County, and whatever little money they get, most likely they will invest back into the county. Does it not make sense, Terry?
Yeah, and that is the thing. Making sense and working it out to the effectiveness and
So
efficiency thereof
what is your main
becomes a
concern here?
problem.
What is your
My
concern on
concern
this
is
thing
that
here?
sufficient investigation and
How do you know
assessment
that
have
we
not
have
been
Yomdi,
done.
we have Yomdi and Dallas Dillon were able to put something
Did you
together.
see the rough copy
The
of the
president took.
projection?
No, I have not seen that.
Did they have a press conference thereby telling their constituents or the county the benefits
That
that it will bring?
tonight you know book now because
You
the other
see
thing here
that that I'm both been papi.
but all the
Labor.
law fly by night law thing you come and bring on our rescue thing here. But anyway, go
But
ahead. Yeah.
well
I
actually
have not no on a
I
very
meant to
serious.
say
I
the
have not
county.
seen that either because you're quite correct. There is no statistic for
Thank
us
you.
to make reference to say
Yes.
this area it has been proving that a certain percent of this will contribute to this. To bring a statistic to bring those type of
Thank
number.
you.
We don't have
Or
that either.
survey.
Or survey. We don't
Do
have
a
that. We don't have.
survey.
Yeah.
Explain to us how are you going to achieve this goal? It's a good initiative, but how do we derive that? It's like a president coming to say, "Oh, I want to be president. I will do that. I will do that. I will do the other." Only to go find out you are fly by net president. We what we try what we're trying to say, Libra, is that do a survey. Come to the people and tell us, say, this is what we're going to achieve from this. This is how we're going to do it. Lay something out for the people to argue about and for it to be discussed. Then we will find a solution and say, okay, yeah, we think this thing is workable. And then we apply to it. But you didn't do all of that. You just jump on one net because maybe somebody call you on the phone and say you can immediately. And this is how the politics works in Liberia. Somebody call you on the phone and say, this is what we will give you if you push this bill to make the port autonomous, and then they put all the ingredients inside on paper to make it look fancy, something that you yourself cannot even understand.
Let's go a little bit deeper than this. What do you think? I understand your fear, but let's turn your fear into some sort of realistic realistic form of fear. So what is there here? What you think happened here? What's underneath this whole thing that you think is happening?
It's a political game that somebody is expecting to benefit from. Some politician in high places
Mm.
is expecting to benefit from
And
the
not political
political.
capital, but financial capital.
Yes,
Mm.
they're going to benefit from it.
Mm.
Because guess what? Those or senators that are pushing this deal that are connected to ports, to the portway, which is the border point of Liberia, will have leverage into what they bring, what comes in, and what goes
But
out.
then, what Dallas Dillon representing Monserrado County, and he's taking, according to what you're saying, they're most likely taking job away from Monserrado County. How is he going to benefit from that? Or you
Thank
think
you.
he might find himself going to Bassa to run? Yeah.
My grandmother used to say that he poor many. The
No.
thing is that I know that Pele,
They
you
say,
know,
"Oh, Pele people say poor, poor." They say poor.
but oh,
You come from way, Alcoa, Maryland. You say poor,
Labor
poor
Pinley,
many.
Man Babati, Flaba, or
Pele
Pele.
people say poor many. Then you can hear say poor, poor many. You and the Pele people pay flower.
But that's true. So the thing is that it's a fun thing, but have they really given it a good thought? Have they really brought in somebody to inform the potent or Senator Darrell Dillon that, Senator, these are the pros and the cons. It's going to benefit the county if it is done rightly, but it will not benefit the county if it is done this way, the Liberian way. If it is done the Liberian way, it will not benefit the county. And in my opinion, it is the Liberian way they want to do it. Because I've been to Buchanan Port, I've been to Greenville Port. The only port I have not been to is the Harper Port. I know the
And now your place,
circumstances.
now your county, you go there. You
I
go
went
to other
Maryland when
people,
I was much smaller. I can't remember no more.
but you know the other people then, but you know Maryland. Send Tom and die. You run away from Maryland. You go back again. Yeah, you people. But
They
anyway,
play
thank you.
far labor. The road at that time, the road was bad.
So
But
yes, that was my other issue. Yeah, I also, until Rescue 3 came and started educating me, I took your position in that I believe that it's too soon. We have the drug crisis on hand, and to be able to come back now with another three ports, and why is something like this, similar thing like this happening in all three of the ports? You have the money to send investigators out there? And then the other question that I had was, okay, these three ports, who are they serving? The counties that are very close to them, they are not connected in terms of road infrastructure. You can't take continue from Sano County to come through Grand There's no road. So how do you do these things? So that's. But then Rescue 3 came and gave me some good education background. That changed my mind very
yeah,
quick.
Rescue 3 has some good points.
Mhm.
My own concern this is a good thing, labor. But like you just said, and you are an engineer, you raise a very important point. We bring goods now to Maryland County. How do we transport it to Maria? How do we do that? So these are the reasons why you don't just go ahead and implement these kind of laws. You have to do the groundwork first. You have to lay all the premise and create the opportunity before you can initiate these laws.
So
Then the laws will make
wow,
sense and benefit the people.
this thing, you know. So yes, another market range I want to throw into
You see, but
rescue three thing. So the people from Sino County, they port is good. People bringing in goods, they can afford to take their goods out. They run out. Everybody start running away from Monrovia because it's too expensive over there. People from Monrovia get their goods from Sino County, no road. So you come to have a bash, a little ship to transport from Sino to Monrovia.
right,
What boat you gonna use in Monrovia now in your small boat? Number one. About a year or two or so ago, there was a boat accident from Monrovia to Sino. I think Monrovia to Harper or something, and people died. They both sunk,
Exactly.
I believe so. So do
I
we have
remember that.
those kinds of capacity to be able to say, okay, decentralized and it become a competition, of course. So, and that's what we want. So Sino now make their place cheaper for people to send their goods through. But Monrovia then say, okay, I don't want to use Monrovia anymore. I want to use Sino. How do you get your goods from Sino to Monrovia?
And that is the reason why the port is centralized. Because even you're talking about the security forces, right, labor, you have to also increase manpower because that is an extension. So you have to increase security forces because the border now, the port now is in Buchanan, Harper, and Greenville is going to start becoming active. So
Right.
even beside road condition, you have to also increase your security forces in that particular area. So like you said, and you are an engineer, how do the people transport goods from these places? In America, now we listen to my friend and brother, Rescue 3. You talk about America and other countries that have the port autonomous. It's because they have the network, the road network, and the connectivity. And they have the business traffic. You see? But do we have that yet?
Terry, this is what I'm gonna say. These things are possible, but the government then need to invest
That's the point.
more into make the school of engineering and science more attractive to Liberians than you do with the political science program, than you do with the accounting program and things like that. Because the political science, the lawyers and things, the Liberians, youth of Liberia see these lawyers are in position of power. They don't see
Exactly.
engineers anywhere. The person who running public work is not an engineer. How do you then encourage young men to say, "Go be engineer"? When people who are in top position to make these engineering decisions are not even themselves are not engineer. So this is one of the things that I think people need to look at. Those who making the policy maker themselves, they now need to. If you really want to do this thing, it's good. Don't get me wrong, because once this thing is successful, it's not only going to stop with the port. The counties will start demanding from local government to be standalone government.
But that's what's going to happen because
Before
and
long,
like
you will have something like a federal state.
what Rescue 3 saying here, the mining. So now the benefit from the mining companies go to the people who initiating this deal. Because the mining company now, like you have Asila Metal in Buchanan, they're going to now have easy access. Instead of bringing to Monrovia, they will begin to export through the port of Buchanan. So the incentive and the revenues who benefit from it, which is good. Buchanan will benefit and all of that. But who is the mean people that will be over everything, that will be getting kickbacks?
I think one of the things the president, perhaps the president of the legislature or somebody, they should have put in that bill, whatever it was. Okay, out of 100% of revenue collected, say 50% goes to the Liberian government, because that means they're going to have to distribute it all over the country. The other 50%, 25% go to the county development. The other 25% goes toward road connectivity.
But the law says what goes to what and what goes to what. The law says only taxes and fees that are going to come to the government revenue.
Who wrote the law? And are we?
Every other money that is generated there is
we
going to be regulated and controlled by the port, by Buchanan.
Terry, we want development. We wrote the law. We can change the law. We ain't go the law. We are not one of the things Moses went in the mountain before Clark or start writing.
No,
law.
they want that Moses went in the mountain because
it's not coming for you. Don't come and leave. Liberal law reading that Moses went in the mountain.
My
You
say I fly by
you can look for your own name. I give you steps into sitting in for Mr. So tonight. and we're having fun here. As you can see, it's very quiet. We don't have the fly by night independent calling themselves the Walter Cutter, Dr. Miles, and all of it. You don't have them here tonight because they know this is a rescue dominated program tonight, and we're doing our best. And I'm sure all of you are enjoying ourselves. Let me put a number up, Terry. We're going to be out of here in less
Yeah,
than.
no problem.
Yeah, because
I know
it's
today Friday. Yeah.
I- so yeah, we're on it. So let me put a number up. Rescue 3, if you want to call again, we can do so because the number is coming up now. Guys, give us a call. Samson to Liberia Public 916-533-2048. I'm here with Terry Cullen Rescue 2. He's here with me, helping me out here tonight. We're sitting in for Mr. Soul tonight, who is on assignment. So give us a call here, 916-533-2048, 916-330-9721. Terry, what's on your plate?
Well, you already have disclosed everything almost on the plate. It's a
So
very
let's
interesting
talk
topic.
about it. Let's
But
talk about
this boy,
okay,
this Daniel Sano boy.
hold
Yeah.
on. Let me take it.
Minister, sorry.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
not be
Caller,
rude
what's
to
your
the
name? Where you're
minister.
calling from? What's on your mind?
This is Jimmy Public calling from Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Two and Son Terry calling. I enjoy you all tonight.
You enjoy you enjoying us?
No, I enjoy you. But I want to ask you something. Something completely different from the topic.
Okay.
Yeah, did you guys listen to Sheikh Kuyate?
That was going to be our closing subject. So stand by.
Yeah, I want you guys to talk about it. So I'm call back. I'm driving on my way home from work.
Okay.
So I'm call back.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, Terry, go ahead. What were you saying about Daniel Sano?
Yeah, so in my opinion, Daniel Sano need to cool down. And the president needs to call Daniel Sano and warn him. Otherwise, in the future to come, Daniel Sano will cause big trouble for the president.
And even the
He
vice president.
needs, huh?
Even the vice president, including
Even the yes,
the entire government.
you know, the statement that he made, it can never come from a professional assistant minister of information. When he said the journalist asked him, and those boys are smart. That journalist who asked him is a professional journalist from
Let me
LBS.
ask you this. I don't know him that well. Is it one of those that used to be on the scene show with us?
No,
We're
no,
all ELBC or something like that?
no.
Okay.
But I think he went there once. I think he went there once.
I don't know him that well.
But you may not know him too well because, you know, but he was with, I think he worked with Darius Dillon. I think Yombly. I think he worked with Yombly Kangalore in the house.
But
So
what people like Yombly they can't advise him to stop these kind of things?
that's the thing. Darius Dillon wrote a write-up on him, but that to me is not sufficient because the thing is that it's power, liberal. Certain people that have, it's better to say your first time getting 5,000. What you do? You will get crazy. So
I will recreate EJ Raw.
that's the thing. So he this is his first major job position in government, and I think it have claimed to his head because you have to be careful. And his boss, Geraldine Pia, need to call him and tell him, say, hey, my man, you got to slow down. You have to slow down because the thing what I see him doing, the senators are going to call him. And if they call him to give proof regarding the allegations he made on the name of Senator Amara Connett, how he going to do that? How is he going to do that? He's going to embarrass the government. And if the Senate wants to embarrass him, they will do that. But maybe the way the paper pass their bill now, they will change their mind and take different direction.
I think you're quite correct. I think perhaps it was in the work. The Senate most likely were getting ready to do some calling, and the president passed that. So
there's another guy they call in the government too. I know Oyaniga. I know Oyaniga or Oyiniga. Very
Oh,
smart guy.
the Wagadugu guy.
That no, that Wagadugu is calling Oyeniga.
Yeah,
Not
but if
Joria.
in
Any
Nigeria,
Wagadugu too? Yeah,
no, I call him Wagadugu because I don't know any.
that guy sat down on the show and he said a lot of things denigrating to Edwin Snow.
This show got to end. This show got to, it can't continue like this. What?
What's that?
Listen, look at this. Terry, it pains me to say this.
Wow. No, the show really got to end.
No, what? We can't continue like this. Oh no, my you spoil my night now. We can't continue.
Wow. So, but for me, I like to be honest, Debo, and that's the reason why the people don't really like me. Because here's the thing, not because we support, and I know the president is not in favor of most of these things because we know the kind of man he is. You see, we know that he's not in favor of some of these things, but he's choked because when you do it now, he got to come to because if he come to think or stand against you, he will be undermining himself. So he got to wrap his hair around it some kind of way and
So,
cover it.
so Terry, did you say the president choke?
Well, let's leave that out of no. What I don't mean real choke.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the kind of way you do it now,
You were drinking water, and somehow. Okay, let's
yeah,
move on.
liver. The man told you that you can just if you follow all the dogs that are barking,
Yeah.
you will not go where you
But
going.
other time you're going all over looking for barking dog. Even if the dog not barking, looking, throwing rocks still anyway. But
The
let's
place
go.
Amara Corner is right now, Liver. Let me just say this, then you can proceed to your last point. The place Amara Corner is frustrated because he brought you to power and maybe he expected something and the thing he expected did not work. So obviously, you know he's going to fire back. And the man is a politician. In my opinion, you get plenty things to focus on. One of the person in this government, again, have respect to, is Kula Fufana. That girl can fit, she can work in any government and she will become successful. The way her approach, you can know that she's a professional journalist. The way she approached the media, she approached them with smiles. So even the question that they gave her, she got the tactics on how to water it down.
She and your CEO don't get along.
Oh, see you now, Leo?
No, they don't get. They when they came to how do you call it? Rhode Island, he went to cover them, and
Oh yeah,
they
I remember that
yeah,
altercation.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but anyhow, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I think these things need to stop because Amara Corner has the duty to carry out. Even if he says something that you don't like, Amara Corner, you approaching on that, he will run back to it's my job to do the fact check. You will run
Exactly.
to that, and there's nothing you're gonna say. You're gonna say it's my job to do the check and balance. That's my job. So even if he says something that you don't like, you don't respond to them.
No.
You don't. You can just, if you want to be general, be as general as much as possible. Don't be specific because then it becomes a
Exactly.
fight, you know.
Exactly, bro.
And,
You
and
can
you know,
be general. You don't have to call name. You
right,
can even say some stuff, but you say it professional way that everybody will know that, yeah, you address the issue.
right. One thing I do know though, Terry, money is there in our country to be made. If you know the right thing, the only thing I don't like is the kickback business. But money is there. But let's go down to Ambassador Koyata statement on OKFM. Were you able to listen to it?
Well, I did not listen to him fully, but I know that guy, he don't draw back. And I know you are going to come out. And I just think that this is just the beginning because he have appeared on OKFN twice. And
Yeah. And
yeah,
every time he comes out of there, the fire blazing.
he come with fire and he talk about establishing a new movement. I think he's trying to organize a political party and all of that. I really admire his position because he's bold. I admire the way he addressed Stanton the last time on his show, and Stanton had to come out and bring a man video recording, a man recording. But I don't know. Except if you bring me up to speed, I would not
So
know what you're trying to
what
do.
he said, OKFM, the one that I listened to directly from OKFM, what's that? The Guineans told them when they went to meet and try to have some sort of mediation going. When they went there, the Gideon told them things were fine until somebody moved your flagpole. Like for example, you got flagpole between Grand Gideon and Maryland, but the flagpole is always at the border. The recognized border between Grand Gideon and Maryland. Then they, according to him, the commissioner from the Grand Gideon from the Liberia side decided based on the recommendation, according to him, of internal affairs minister, decided to move the flag from where it was to go deep into Guinea territory. And the
So
Guinean didn't like that.
our people now move the
Yes,
flag.
move the flag from where it was to move it inward to Guinean territory.
On our soil.
No, well, you left your soil now. You move across the border and put it on the other side like you're claiming land now.
And where did it happen?
Oh, that's what he was saying.
The
That's-
border that they're fighting over right now, that where it
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah. That's what brought the confusion. So the Guinean didn't like that.
Okay.
And that's why they're claiming that you want this situation to be resolved, you gotta take it back to what the flag was. Now, the Liberian now that this thing has become public, from my perspective, they don't want to do that, making them look like they were trying to steal. Okay. Now, they went and so he asked all the questions. Okay, the guy who moved the flag, he's saying now, the guy who moved the flag, let's suspend that guy. Then in the Guinean's eye, he will look like we're punishing him for his bad behavior and move our
Exactly.
flag back to the position. Those that were in there, they said no. So they went and wrote a report. When they wrote a report he also needed, because he was one of the group that needed to sign. So they left that part out where the guy was complaining that they moved the flag. They left that part out. So he said, "I'm not signing. The thing not in there." How the whole trouble started. So, and these are things Yeka Kolba were pointing to.
But Yeka Koruba were not pointing to that label.
Oh,
Yeka
no.
Koruba said that they land for Guinea.
But that was different.
No, there's a difference.
What is different?
Somebody took the flagpole
and claim the other side to be their land.
Yeah, and claim the other side to be the land.
Yeah.
When it's not your land. And later on we move back to your land.
No, hold on now. Yeka Kolba is saying that land belonged to Guinea. And since they moved the flag by, you not see Guinea say, no, you're moving again. You'll take it to your side more? No. So the flag
the Koluma border that our people been occupying is for Guinea?
Only they want from okay, let's hear from Rescue 3. Maybe I chopping it up. Rescue 3, let's hear from you. Maybe you know the story more. Go ahead. Yes. Hold on. Let me merge the other caller, please. Hold on 1 minute. Walter Carter, good evening. You're late. We're closing. You will make your closing. Go ahead, Rescue 3.
This is not Carter. This is Saturday.
Okay, Saturday. Hold on. Let Rescue 3 finish, and we'll come to you, please.
Okay, as I was saying, Mr. So, what I said, this is one of the discussions we had about something like this. When you're in the government, it behaves that is said what I can hear. Then when they fire you from the government, they tend to the loose door. Check what that the king's man the one that wouldn't Guinea personally. And the issue with the Guinea people, who's here, they said that Guinea will do the Guinea will say that Guinea cannot say that man. The key reason that Guinea cannot. Guinea here in our mouth. Guinea here is in our mouth. Although they build their railroad from what they're doing, the money all the way to their place. But the more important area, as I said in the onset, is the port of Ghana. It's very close to their money area. Do you think Guinea was that to lose that money? Even the company that going to Guinea that to do that money, they no follow where the distance for that man to go to country is very far.
Okay.
And get a chef worker being the former official of the government who supported the government or one came on board a political party. Why the other leaders from the other political party that joined? Why are they not making the noise?
Okay. But let me hold you right there. I know you heard his statement. Was there any false in the statement that he made?
No, what I'm saying, Mr. Toll, it is good when you're when you sit it down in the past in the driver's seat.
Let's forget about that one. Let's deal with whether he's lying or he's saying the truth.
No, I'm not saying he is lying.
Okay.
I'm not speaking that he is lying.
Okay.
What he said is,
okay.
Mr. Toll, you can be in the government and criticize the government. That's the government fire you.
Okay.
So Nigerian people know that you are true. You are the true son of that.
All right, I agree, because now your reputation is also at stake because you seem to be like a vengeful person now. So there are other Liberians most likely might not take your credibility serious either. You're quite right. Go ahead.
And my second point got to do with what Terry said about Daniel Sana and Okone. If Daniel Sana saying would say, let's say Daniel Sana have never insulted on Okone before. They are expecting Mr. Toll. If we, because usually when you come on this show, you say you always say to us that don't respect the elder. By you supporting somebody to bring them the power, don't give you the answer, get them to say negative thing about that person. I'm not going to appear on the show, on Spoon Show, and say that President Blanca cannot make any decision, independent decision. If you the host of the show here, if I'm coming on your show, or even if I support you on your show, then when I'm coming on the show to tell people that you can't make independent.
Hold on. We're getting a lot of call on this subject matter. Let me merge the other color. So.
Oh, yeah, are you getting me?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, when Daniel Sana responded to him, he called Daniel Sana unskilled. He called him unskilled labor. So, the one for what? Are you going to call him that because you use one on him, so you use the position as a senator? You can bring me to power. If you want to get, if you don't follow that I'm doing something that's not right, something can advance behind the scene. But when you come to the country and look at the president of the country and say you cannot make independent decisions,
okay, thank you.
The position that you're holding is just to protect the government, to speak for the government, they will say, Daniel Sano, you can't even start to America in that way.
Thank you.
We say yourself with the broomstick, with this word, with the broomstick. Thank you for the show, Mr. Tom.
We're not going anywhere in the country. Rescue 3. All right, on Saturday, let's hear from you. Rescue 3. We're not going anywhere in the place. I don't want you. He's not drawing by. Saturday, let's hear from you.
Yeah, hello to everybody on this show.
Thank you.
Yes, I was listening to Brother Terry, and then Clarence David. I just left the match speaking. You know, when because you are fan of a particular regime or administration, when you see things happening and you want good for the country, you got to say it as it is. According to Yeke Koluma, from the onset, Yeke said, according to his information, and when they show him the map, that where the garden took the flare was in the red. If you can still go back to that recording. And what that means, according to what I don't say what Kulate has said.
Koyate.
The Koyate has said, it means that somebody has tempered with that stuff, with the band, with the flare, where the actual boundary is supposed to be. Somebody has messed with it, and when they went to go find out that had been something that was looking bad. And that's why Yeke say, according according to my information, where those guys, where they are, is for Liberia. So Yeke spoke the truth. And this is why this ambassador that went for Joseph Boakai just confirmed. Now, having said that, to Brother Clarence.
Clarence, the brother Rescue 3, please.
Yeah, Rescue 3. For this government to be successful, when you see some ills, you got to point it out that they will make men that they can step on their game because you love this president or you love the administration. You cannot just put a defense for all that will not be looking good. Then people, why if you want to take part in politics in Liberia, will the people take you to be an honest person? If you're backing all the things that may not be backed up.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. But why if Rescue 3 is seeing things differently than you're seeing it? So let's go to Atlanta. Let's go to Atlanta. Atlanta, you guys. Rescue 3 Saturday. You just take yourself off so that Atlanta will be on. Thank you. Rescue 3, you can drop off. Thank you. Saturday, you can drop off as well. Okay. Aaron, Prophet, let's hear from you, please.
So, Mr. I call about this particular topic because the first, from the initial stage when this topic was introduced about the border issue, a lot of us said the same thing. There has to be a reason why Guinea did what it did. Guinea, like the way the president said, God not creating new land, Guinea just get up and move their flag over there in one day. No. Something trickled down. And Shekuyate, who is part of the delegation, explain everything today. That man is calling names. But I listened to your Rescue 3, including you as Rescue 1. I mean, I don't know what kind of guidance you're giving your rescuers, but he say Shekuyate, because Shekuyate left the government, that the reason why Shekuyate is talking. And if you listen to Shekuyate comment also...
Well, you call my name, but you don't contribute anything to me here. I listen, I'm waiting.
Yeah, if you listen to Shekuyate very clearly, he said there was a document. That means the final recap of everything that was discussed when we went to Guinea. That is supposed to take to the president. Those guys changed it. And they asked him to sign. He didn't sign. So you guys got to look at this thing from a factual point. This thing is all about the president's nephew. I know nephew or brother or whatsoever he is, the local government minister. That's the reason why this is what it is today.
Thank you.
No, I ain't finished yet.
Oh.
That's the reason why this is what it is today. So you guys got to speak the truth to power. You guys are not speaking the truth to power. Your rescuers are not doing it.
All right.
And lastly, but not the least, I really had a chance to comment to the Daniel Sano and Omar Connect, back and forth. Look, Daniel Sano got a deputy minister position now because he was sweeping Jamaican office so that they are lying, so they will appoint him. But he doesn't have the qualification to be in a particular job that he holds. He doesn't. But he comes on air all the time. The same president today, did you see all the text messages or the emails from Daniel Sano? How he insulted the same president that he's declaring today? A bunch of hypocrites in this government. That's the reason why, I'm a Christian. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I think that's the reason why God not blessing this government. Everything they put their hands into, God not blessing them.
Thank you.
Today,
You heard my. Did you hear me pray from the beginning of the show?
No, I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Today, the president left his office to go
I can't hear you. Your phone breaking up. Your phone breaking up. Your phone breaking up. Your phone breaking up. Bye bye. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. That is toilet business come and bring up. We're out of time anyway. Oh, Rescue 3. Nothing can lead on in. Rescue 3, let's hear from you. You got 2 minutes, please. I'm less than 2 minutes. 1 minute, please. Because we got to go close.
Mr. To,
You can't get posted now, like that, make it coming back.
Walter Cutter will come to you. You came late. Walter Cutter, you came late. We'll come to you. Go ahead, rescue.
But you did that rescue thing now.
Yeah, everyone is free to get text message talking about it. But you did not be. You did not get a whole lot of negative thing about the former president.
Okay.
All
right, Rescue 3. Let's take it up. Let's take it up on Monday. Thank you, Rescue 3. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you. Walter Cutter, what will be your closing? Walter Cutter, are you with me?
No, close. That's.
What will be
I
your
can't
closing?
show the close. That's beautiful.
Yeah, but you came late.
Yeah, my closing. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
You went fishing. You went fishing. So.
Yeah, no problem. I'm a fisherman. Anyway, it's nice to see you guys. The laborer and Terry. It's good to see you and listening audience, viewing audience. You know, I was listening to the conversation. I'm not really interested in the decentralization piece and all that other piece. I'm not really interested in it. Government got to do what government got to do. When we talk about the border situation, what caught my attention. Liberia, I don't know for what, when was the year, has been sitting under that Solomon border. All the other presidents from Secretary, all the people there, they've been having meeting about that era, the people being there. There's no time that Liberia and Guinea ever have problem with land issue. No time. As a matter of fact, when the people when the journalists went to do research of the era, they saw cornerstone that the French government planted, showing the demarcation between Liberia and Guinea. The Guineans had the audacity to cross over the cornerstone, came deep into Liberia, and build a little tent with a flag posted on our soil, apart from the Solomon border. And then they crossed the river in Kinu, came over to the Liberian side, and where the Liberian people had a lake crossing across the river, they planted a flag there to took the Liberian flag down and put the flag up. Let me tell you something here, brother. You know, we got Guineans in Liberia, Mandingos in Liberia. Originally, they came from Guinea, and they got a family in Guinea. They will never trade Guinea when it comes to Guinea sovereignty or anything Guinea does Liberia. They will not give Liberia.
How can you make such a blanket?
I'm making it very strict. I'm telling you the truth.
No. We gotta
listen to me. Liberia, don't correct me. Liberia, let me say my own. Liberia, please don't correct me. Liberia, please don't correct me. Let me just say my own.
I'm not correcting. I'll let you. Hold on. Walter Cutter, hold on. I'll let you make a statement. I'm not gonna tell you to pull your statement back. But I just want to say this. There are some Guineans and there are some Mandingo in Liberia that are more Liberian than you from upriver.
Thank you very much thank you very much for putting it up.
Said there are Guineans who would not be willing. They would take side with their Liberia Mandingo. Who would take side. There are Mandingo in Liberia. Mandingo in Liberia, been in Liberia from the time before you guys came from your slave trade, brought you back to Liberia. There are Guineans that were there before. Mandingo that was there before you.
Thank you for lecturing me on that. But let me continue.
Okay.
Thank you very much for lecturing me on that. They say when you know the Fula man, you're calling Jalo. So I'll agree with you anything you say.
You Congo
Let me.
man. You Congo man. Where Congo people come from? They come from
I
America.
come in. I come in. Say when you know the Fulani, you're calling Jalo. So let me tell you something, Lebron. And I'm speaking to the audience here. I live in Connecticut here. Our brothers and sisters that we all taught, we all from Liberia. Our Mandingo brothers and sisters that we all will say that all Liberia, all our Liberian association gathering, they don't come there. As soon as having Guinean gathering, Guinean independent, go to that place and see, you will see all of them there in the BB Ghana, dancing to the Guinean song.
Because
I'm telling you true story.
they don't want you
Hold
to
on,
take
hold on,
their
hold on.
women then. They don't want you to marry the Mango women then. So that one that part
Hold
that
on, hold
that
on, hold
tradition.
on, hold on. They gotta, nobody taking Guinea in America who won't take Guinea woman. Nobody got time for that. They got all the women there, fun, and I know what they're falling for. You having straight down, will run after what? The reality is they know where they come from.
But the Guinea
They
women,
know
they
where they
fan
come
fan.
from.
Guinea women, you know
It's
the
not all
fan
you, my
fan.
son, I'm going down that
The
line. Let me get to my
Mandingo
own.
women, you know the fan fan. You know that one.
That, according to your understanding, not my standard. Okay, so it's relative. But what I'm saying here is
That now you know signs.
what
Come
what
in
I'm
ready
saying
date.
here. What I'm saying, what I'm saying. You see, Labor, you see, you don't bring the conversation on the table for you might have to go back and forth. And it's my time. So what I'm saying here, let's be honest here, right? I think conversation between Liberia and Guinea for that land era, no. Crossed the river, came into Liberia, and sat on Liberian soil. For Sheikh, whoever his name is, to go and say that somebody moved Guinean flag. It is Liberian people will be brave enough to see a Guinea flag to move it. Liberia, let me tell you something about Liberia.
And then what
Liberia are so
happened?
complacent.
You heard Koyate saying they moved the Liberian flag into Guinea.
That's
Did
what
he say
I'm
they moved
that's what I'm
Guinea
trying to
flag?
tell you. Move Liberian flag into Guinea, and that's not even a true statement. Look at what articles did to Liberia up to the days they will not even claim 1 inch of articles. Have you been to Danane before? Maybe Terry been to Danane. Terry, the one I'm talking is true. When you on your way to Ma, look at the distance from Lokatua to Danane. Look at the distance from Danane going to Ma, the place the seal of Liberia is. The seal, I'm talking about flare. I said the seal, the one they put there and say they pay for Liberia is there. You know Danane is for Liberia. You know Danane for Liberia. All the way going to Ma, the seal there. You know what happened? Ofe asked one our president to do for the people to be mining, hunting elephant. And I had a Yakuba post spread all over there. Up to now, we don't tell our land back for Arako. Arako carry military barracks there. They carry telephone place there. They not take all that whole place for them. Like Bremen can say, quing. Then like Bremen will go take a flare from the original place it was and push it into Guinea to prove our point. Like Bremen people not like that. We
All
are
right.
complacent people when it comes to our sovereignty.
Thank
Because
you.
if you look, like brother, oldest African republic on that side, we went there, we got independent first. Instead we start advocating for the other country. Why would we sit down? We got independent first and take territory, now not for us, and give it to ourselves. Or other country will come after our independence and will start taking territory. No, that's not true. So let's be honest here. Something went wrong. This man who need the power, the fact is wrong. He went to Arab, he
Go can't sleep.
went to Senegal.
Go can't sleep. Go. We're not hearing nothing you
No, go
say.
sleep and
Go
go.
can't sleep.
You can hear me loud and clear now. You
Okay.
hear me
Well,
loud and clear. Go
yeah,
ahead,
but
speak
the
it
Your
up to
bad
me.
thing,
internet is
the
breaking
the
in.
bad
dropping,
thing,
yeah,
the bad
buffing,
thing
that's
you were
true.
saying, the bad thing you were saying, that one we yeah.
No, I ain't said nothing bad, bro. I'm just speaking the facts here. I'm just
All right.
speaking the
Thank
facts
you.
here. Let's be honest.
Thank you. Let me go
I'm a
to Terry.
patriotic
Let me go to
Liberian.
Terry.
For
I
that
got an
one,
appointment.
I will not sit
Thank
down
you.
here and allow
Thank you, Walter Cutter. I have
or Guinea
appointment.
men to
Let me
come
go.
lecture me because
You
our
see that,
country
no?
is
Yeah,
a land of
we
hospitality,
can't hear
giving
you. We can't
giving
hear
foreigner
you.
opportunity.
We
Hey
can't
man,
hear
labor.
you.
Anyway, that's in our
Yeah,
politics
we
was
can't
speaking
hear.
here. And our politics was serious about it here. And our
Okay.
politics was speaking here. Oh.
All
We're
right.
very
Thank
serious
you,
about it here.
Terry.
Liberia
Thank you.
Guineans, look at Fulani today, Fulani Liberia becoming citizen of our country. When I go Guinea, you think you'll be citizen in Guinea? You stay, I don't care how many years you stay in Guinea, you can be citizen. I don't care how many years you stay in Araco, you can be citizen. Only in Liberia will do that to foreigners that come with many citizens, they partake in our government process and everything. But then they give her the back end of the stick. You gotta live outside Liberia to know the way Liberia are open arms to foreigners. And then they take advantage of us. Ghanaians, we open arms to Ghanaians in our country doing everything. Go Ghana, go try cha-cha there. You gave me fish in the pool river. Anyway, go ahead, Libra. I know you can't hear me.
I can't
You
hear
hearing
you.
you?
Well,
On
let's
that
hear
one,
from
you
I'm
hearing me?
seriously
Take off.
talking here.
But
Thank
Keto,
you.
Yes.
do you know your Liberian law that says that only people of Negro descent can be citizens? You know that
No,
law?
you know that one though.
So that law passed because of the American Liberian that were going Liberia. They were
I'm not talking
preventing
about why it was
white
passed.
Americans from
I'm
going like.
saying whether if you
Hold on,
know
hold on,
that
hold
there
on,
is a
hold on.
law.
Now, Terry, look at the
Do you
contest.
know
Look at the
Walter
contest in
Carter?
that
Do
law
you
was.
know Terry? Hold on, Walter Carter. Do you know Walter Carter is a great grandson of Julia Asmon?
Ah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
So,
wow. That Congo ball.
Of
listen
course.
to this, Terry. No, listen to this. That law was passed. That law was passed to protect the free black slaves that were entering
I'm not
Liberia
saying
from the
why it will
oppressor, from the
pass. I'm
oppressor.
saying,
I
do
come
you
in
know
now.
that there is
I
a
come in.
law that allow these people to become
If there's a
citizens? That's my
law,
point. Yeah, but
there's
then
a
why are you
law.
saying that?
Who
Why
I
would the
consider
government
Negro?
allow people?
No,
Okay, let me
understand the
move
word. Who
on
do you
closely.
consider Negro?
You know
I
what?
asking that question.
Black
Who you
person,
consider
You know,
Negro?
black,
it,
black,
it, it,
Black person
it,
from
it,
where?
listen, Walter Carter, hold on.
for anywhere.
Terry, do you know they use that same law that you're talking about to bring back people from Barbados?
From
Like,
Barbados, yeah.
okay.
That why I say, Keto, you
But no,
gotta, but
get people from Guinea, that one there not good. When we get people from Fulan
right.
No,
country, that one there
Barbados.
not good. But
Barbados.
they
Don't
want people
forget
from
now.
Barbados to come. That one there, they ain't got no
How you
problem.
saying?
Why?
Anyway.
My
Okay.
man, Keto, let lead that talk back.
Yeah, leave that one
And
there.
Mr.
You
So,
get me.
I mean,
No, I'm
labor.
just trying to tell you
I want to.
the demarcation or whatever. Anyway, go ahead, Con.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Give
I'll
up.
agree with you
Give
on
up.
that note that I really did not follow that guy when you were talking to Tabata then about the land dispute and thing. And if he really said what you're saying, he said that we moved that and we moved our flag to that place that what brought the dispute. When we saw the thing on live television, what happened, then I really don't want to agree with him. But again, it is the responsibility of the government to give us update on what transpire regularly and they
Oh,
do
your
not.
government continue to do my
You see?
cause.
But here is the Diane person. I know, yeah, Diane. You know, we don't talk, for me, I'm not talking two sides of my mouth here. Number one. Number two, or something you saying here about Senator Conant. It was the same Conant, Senator Conant, that ran your war room,
Yeah,
that through
no,
his
it's
influence, President Booker became president. You accusing Senator Waterspoon Network to be criminal, but at the network that supported JMB to become president. You see? So you knew a criminal record. You use it to bring you to power. Then what are you saying? That you the one talking two sides on your mouth. Daniel Sano, you can say what you're saying now about Honorable Conant. Because why? You're not in government. Myself, when I get ready, I can say anything I want to say about Conant. Because I'm not in government. But the position that Daniel Sano holds comes with responsibility. And that is what we're speaking to. You have to go and read. Or you need to go read. What is the function of the Deputy Minister for Press? Because there are several different deputy ministers in the Ministry of Information. Different deputy ministers. His position is the Deputy Minister for Press. There are functions and
Public
responsibility
affairs.
under that act that squarely define his function. And his function does not enable him to do what he did. These are some, and I'm not talking about him going to pray, to saying the senator need to go pray. That is a fine point. I'm not against that. But the aspect of saying that the senator is an opportunistic fraud, and he also accused the senator of partaking in of fraudulently helping or what you mean, the former president to become president. Those are things that he cannot prove. As a deputy minister for press and public affairs, you cannot be saying those things on national television. It does not
Thank
look
you.
good for the government. It's
Thank
not
you.
professional government operation. You don't support that. If you love the president, you will not support that. You
Thank
see?
you, Terry.
And this is our position.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, thank you, guys. Walter Carter, sorry you came late. We have to go. Terry, thank you very much. Rescue 2, Ma Esther, Diane Heiger, thank you guys very much for participating in our conversation tonight. Again, sitting in for Mr. Soul, who will be back here on Sunday. And then Monday, of course, the rescue number 1 will be here. But on a very serious note, guys.
Karen, you dancing with the devil. so the household will dance with the devil. For me, I can't dance with the devil. Dog, I can't dance with the devil.
Lebron,
Anyway,
why
thank
you
you,
have bought talking about the president project he dedicated
Karen
to
said
this?
we're dance with the devil.
What president project I'm going?
Karen, I
Lebron,
one guy, yeah.
Lebron, you better tell people to stop doing that in the president project. How you want to dedicate that all the chicken nest
Oh, we're
hospital?
talking, man. The show finish. Why you come and bring that thing out again?
Lebron, why you talking about it today? The president
Because we
dedicated
don't have
doing
to,
that.
we want to have certain topic we want to discuss before the show comes on.
Lebron, this show me that you're not a real political guru.
Okay.
Why you don't talk about it, Lebron?
I'm a fly by night political guru. Thank you.
You
But
fly-
anyway, yeah, you see, I come to come.
You scared of games ahead of that. Anyway,
So, yeah, thank you, Walter Carter. Thank you, Terry. We'll say good night to all of you guys. Again, folks, Samson told LeBron, you know, the people around the president, I don't know that the president is supposed to dedicate poo water or poo play. What kind of business? But anyway, I'm not going to talk about it. We'll talk about it Monday. Again, it's Friday evening on a very serious note, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Let's continue to pray for one another. Those of you that are here tonight, my Esther, thank you very much. You got it, my Esther. That was exactly. Terrible buddy. Then they want to keep me here for my partner to ball. And that's not right. So we'll be back here Monday. I want to thank all of you. Let's listen to Sweet Breeze. Thank you very much. Good night, folks.